Hi, my beautiful soul family. Welcome. I've been getting quite a lot of messages all morning. There's a lot coming in because I was trying to do videos all day yesterday and everything kept happening. People kept coming. I had to keep stopping the videos. There's going to be a lot coming in your way at the moment that's going to be trying to stop you. Like your vibrations, everything. You'll find that there's so much coming in where you feel like you're at your best, and then something happens, and what they want you to see is that it's okay. It's okay for things to happen because you're not that same person anymore. You've really come into your own. Your vibration is rising, and you are the oracle. So much is going to come in for you to not be able to speak. You'll find that your words are not coming out. You'll find that, like I said, that situations will happen where you're trying to drag you back to your old self, basically. Because you're here to birth new creations. You're dreaming a new world into being. You're feeling there's a big change. You know that everything that's meant to be will be, but then you'll find that something keeps coming in where you start doubting yourself again. But they want you to find what's actually lighting you up. What nourishment do you need? Replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. It's so important right now because we get so caught up, whether you're a mother, whether you're working, whatever that is for you. There's always something where you find that there is no time. But the same that, once you start to realise that you are the oracle, that you are here to help others, that time will just free up for you. Because at the minute we're feeling like there's no time, I'm not going to be able to do this. But the more that we're convincing ourselves of that, the more that things seem to like pull themselves towards us for us to be kept in that mindset. But you have to see that now it's about to happen. So every time that you feel like you just come into a breakthrough, something will happen where you feel, oh gosh, I can't do this. And that's for you to say to yourself, I can do this. I am the type of person that can do this. I am the one to come and give clarity to others for everything that you've been through, because you've been through a lot. Number 37 could resonate. Number 13, these could be dates, birthdays, something significant to you or that's actually coming up. Number 32, 6, 33, 19. They're saying that you're going to get a lot of clarity. They want you to light a candle and illuminate the path to your desires. Because each time you light the candle, you say to yourself, I am the type of person that's bringing in clarity for others and for myself. You're protected at this time. Each time you take that step forward, you are protected. It's just other people are here and designed to stop you. People are here to keep you on that timeline of where you've been before. But you have to quickly remind yourself, no, I am not, I am okay with that. I'm okay with, and I'm grateful for everything that everyone's shown me, because the strength that you've received so far has just been astonishing. There's been so many things that could have broken you and they haven't. And that's for you to see. They're telling me that you are now starting to see how truly strong that you are, because they want you to look within for your answers. Your inner visions hold profound insights. So now you're starting to start trusting the knowledge that's coming in for you. You're starting to trust your path. You're starting to see how true, like I say, how truly strong that you are, because it is about to happen. You have to remind yourself, I am the oracle. I am the one here that's bringing light. You are part of the grid. There's so many people per town, per country, per place that is raising that frequency for others to see. Because people know what the struggles that you've gone through. They've seen how it should have broken you, and they're starting to see you as, wow, that hasn't broken her. Where's she getting her strength from? And this is where they're starting to see, it is doable. You are a guiding path for others, even though you don't see it, and people are not going to come up to you and say, oh, thank you for showing me that way. But they are saying that people are going to see just how much beauty that you do bring. in all situations. You'll find that strangers will come up and talk to you and tell you things. If that hasn't happened, that's going to start happening, where people are coming to you, going to start coming to you for insight. Let's cleanse the energy. There's more messages that need to come through. They want me to pull my own deck that I've made. That I've been given help and guidance to create this deck. I call it my Soul Star deck. Yeah, they're saying that darkness is backfiring on these people. I mean, they're going to jail. They're going to be going to jail. Either they're going to spiritual jail, or they're actually going to go to jail. I mean, I don't know what it is that they've done to you, but it's all backfiring now on these people, or on this person. They truly want you to see how strong you are and that you've been speaking your truth. I mean, I did quite a few messages yesterday, and the main message that was coming through is that people are going to start seeing what they've actually done to you, and the fact that everything that they're going around, I mean, they're going around telling people, to begin with, people was actually believing the stuff that they were saying, but now they're actually starting to see, hang on a minute, this isn't the person that we're seeing. So yeah, again, they're wanting you to forgive yourself really more, because yes, you have been through an hard time, and at the time, you thought that you was doing right by this person or by yourself. But they're saying you're not on that timeline anymore. The peace is for yourself. When you forgive somebody, that peace is for yourself. It's not for anybody else. It's for you to see how your strength. When you can truly forgive somebody for everything that they've done, and especially forgiving yourself for wanting to be that person to help them, because you're feeling like you're being attacked. Pray, rest, knowing you will be protected. Again, protection's coming up. So yeah, you're heavily protected at this time. Like I said, the forgiveness is not for them, it's for you, for your peace. For you to truly see that you are a good person. And although, like I say, a lot of yesterday was all about you starting to trust yourself, and these people are being shown now that everything that this person said about you was really truly them, and it wasn't you. So you don't have anything to prove to anybody anymore, just yourself. You've got money. You're gonna, once you start being on this frequency and you stop stressing yourself out, because recovering plots and plans, you're stressed out. But again, like I said, now this is a time for you to be in recovery. This is the time for you to love yourself, for you to care for yourself like you've done for others, because you've done a lot of caring for others, and you've felt depleted, you're tired. You've got money coming in from sources known and unknown. They're saying that your faith in that, not knowing how it's going to get you, but knowing that it is. You've gone through so much, and the reason that you were going through so much and you was getting in so much debt is because of the frequency that you was on from entertaining these people. They want you to know that, you are recovering now. Yeah, because they're sending you this person now, because they've tried so hard to have other people going against you, and they're realising that's not working anymore, that they're sending your peace, they're sending you lack in your peace. And you'll probably feel that. You'll probably feel most of the, you'll go through times during the day where like I say, everything's going great, and then all of a sudden you'll start feeling really down. This person's been sending you lack of peace, lack of strength, because they're not gaining what they were doing before. People was feeling sorry for them because they were saying that you're this type of person, you're that type of person. But now people are starting to see that you're not that type of person, because you've been keeping yourself to yourself, you've kept your head down, you haven't done anything damaging to this person. That now you can see that it's just them, and now people are not feeling sorry for them anymore, because they're starting to realise, because they're doing this to other people too. They've maybe met somebody else, and now they're putting that person through the same, what they've done to you. So as each day goes by, their mask is falling away. They can no longer be this kind, gentle person that they was making out to be, the one that they was in the beginning when you first met them. And now the other person's starting to see now, hang on a minute, I can see now that they're of literally not that person, and they're starting to actually question everything that they've said about you. And they don't just talk, they're talking amongst other people. So they're actually, this person's not getting what they want anymore. So, like I said, they're either going to jail or they're in spiritual jail right now. And it says, thank you to all who came before me, who have helped me, guided me, elevated me. I am eternally grateful to be here with you. Holy Spirit, I thank you with all I am. So again, like I say, it's all about the faith that you're now starting to have. You're starting to question things and have faith that knowing that everything's going to happen in divine timing. And this is where now, like I said, because you're doing all that, you're not responding to all of this that they're throwing out there to you. You're just keeping yourself to yourself and you're self-healing. You're the only one that has seen them for who they truly are. Deep down, they don't like that you truly see them. So it says, climb mountains, not so the world can see you, but you can see the world. So yeah, this is all about you recovering yourself because you've been stressed out. Now, you was the only one that saw them, but now others are starting to see them. But they really don't like the fact that you really did see them. You called them out on their BS. You have really, you spoke, or maybe you are going to speak. And then people are going to start to really truly see through them, see them for who they truly are. Time to organise. Choose one thing each day that you can do to make your life easier. Clear one drawer a day. Start small. Next month you will be proud of how far you have come. Maybe it could be to choose one thought that you think the most. Why is it there? Does it make you happy? Choose to lovingly let this go. Our past helped shape us. Be grateful you got here. So yeah, like I said, things are starting to really change for you. But there's a lot that we have. What happens is that when we're in this state with these people, we truly give up and we lose track of everything, and everything becomes really, really hard because it just feels so tiring and so draining, and we really start to give up on the things that actually make us feel good. And you know yourself that when you maybe clear out something, maybe it's to clear out something of theirs, maybe you've still got something of theirs in your house that you need to get rid of. So maybe it's time to organise and get rid of that. Yeah, they did all this out of jealousy. They can't eat or they can't sleep now because people are actually starting to see, because now this is about, this is coming in with, how you are starting to feel that you're birthing something new within inside yourself. You're starting to feel more strength and more courage now that you're away from this person. You're starting to see who you truly are and what love that you actually gave. Now imagine if you actually gave some of that back to yourself, lovingly care for yourself, because what you've been through it's been a real, awful time in your life, and things, like I say, have seemed really, really hard. But now it's spiritual jail because, again, like I say, they did all this out of jealousy because of who you are. They were jealous of your light, that whatever you've been through growing up, they also went through the same thing, but they chose a different path to you. But you still, even every time they knocked you down, you still found a way to make things right. Because now they can't eat or they can't sleep. Things will keep coming up till you see what you already know deep down. You're ready to release what no longer makes you feel good. What no longer makes you feel bad. You're ready to release all that for you to bring in what makes you feel good. Because you now, like I say, you're at a point now where you are choosing yourself. Because you've gone through, again, like I say, you've gone through so much, and instead of being like, why did I allow them to do this, just say I'm grateful for the lessons that they've taught me, because you're not saying it to them, you're saying it to yourself, because you've grown massively. Don't be afraid of the challenges ahead. They are not roadblocks, but simply stepping stones to your success. Yeah, because again, like I say, you have grown so much throughout this time of everything that they put you through. You've seen your strength, your worth, the love that you can give. Because if you can give that to the wrong person, imagine what love you could give to the right person, especially yourself. Because this is where now you're at a time of healing. They want to know what is lighting you up. because they're asking you, Divine's saying, what is it now that you want? Because again, in one of my last reads, I don't know if it was one that I was trying to do yesterday, because like I say, I recorded so many times and so many things kept happening where either my camera stopped rolling, I had to clear all my videos. So again, I had to clear out all the old videos that I've made to make room on my phone. And I have a lot of storage, so I didn't realise how many videos that I'd actually made to get me to the right videos that I have actually posted. And they're saying it to me yesterday. They were saying it's not about the quality of the video that you're posting, it's about the message that you're giving to yourself and to others. Because sometimes we get so caught up on, is it the right thing to have said? Have I done the right thing? But they're saying that the messages that you're getting through, and once you start talking, people need to hear your voice, and people do need to hear each message that comes out. So if you feel that your videos or your TikToks, whatever it is that you've been doing, is important, and people who need to hear these messages will be directed to your videos. And it's not about perfection, it's about being true to you and true to others, that you're here to guide. You are the oracle. You are here to spread the messages that others need to hear, because some people are just going through these situations now that you're starting to come away from. The storms are behind you, new hopes, emotionally, happy, they're all coming in. You're emotionally healing. You keep the logic and emotions in check. So again, every time that something comes up where it feels so overwhelming, remind yourself how far that you've come. Because these are stepping stones right now to show you what, like I said, each time that something comes up is to remind you of how far you have actually come. Because you have come so far. God builds his armies to be strong. He truly builds us up to be strong. He allows certain things to happen in our life that we say, why did this happen to me? But it happened for you to get strong, because you've got a big purpose coming up. And like I say, it can seem overwhelming. It can seem, like, why me? I don't understand. Because you are God's strength. You have overcome so much that you are now starting to be strong, and you're prepared for anything. You now know when people are lying to you. You can sense it instantly. You now know when something feels wrong. You now know, like having a conversation with somebody, like I say, you can smell BS straight away. What do you believe would truly make you happy? We often want things, material or people. When we receive, we still look for something else. Maybe look for you. What would you or could you do once a day that would truly fulfill your heart and soul? True love starts with self. So maybe it's just having, lighting a candle and like I say, having that bath and nice breathe, knowing that everything's now going to be okay because you've gone through the worst. There is no worse than what you've been through. Now you're going to see patterns and situations before you even get to that point anymore. You're going to learn who is your peace, who are the people that's meant to be there with you, and you're going to know straight away. So you're not going to go into that situation anymore. So, because I've been saying this for a long time, I don't want this anymore and I don't want that. And God's saying, well, you now understand better. You've gone through these lessons now. You understand. So now you're going to see red flags before, and you're not going to ignore them like we did before. So to open our hearts back up again, because to open our heart is to love ourselves. And if we're not opening our hearts, not necessarily for other people to come in and new relationships to start, but for that love to come back to us. You're ready to see the truth. Speak your truth, your righteousness. You bring balance. You set things straight. Time to believe in your purpose. So like I said, this is now about you having that trust and speaking your truth. People aren't against you. They are purely for themselves. That's clarification in my eyes. So, like I said, people aren't against you. They are purely for themselves. Doors are about to open up for you. Paths are clearing, seeing things in a new light. Like I say, you are now starting to see that strength. You are starting to see your life. Paths will start opening up for you when you have that belief and that faith, knowing that what you're doing is right now. You've been here, you're protected. You're now getting the clarity. Like I say, you're now getting visions. You're starting to see things. You're starting to see videos. You're speaking about something, and then you're starting to get the clarity of that. So look within for your answers. You know, you're going to start getting insights to things that you never thought possible. And they want you to trust that, because the more that the little things that you trust in, you will start to see, you will get help and guidance with the bigger things. Because again, like I said, now it's about the trust within yourself. It's over. It's okay. We can and will start again. So they want you to not fear that you can't start again because of the past that's gone on, the traumas that's happened in your life. Love coming in for you. You will feel out. It will feel out of this world. You deserve this. Oh. Wish granted. Release past. Open up abundant doors. You deserve this. So yeah, again, this is about you opening your heart up to love, to guidance, to knowing. Oh no, okay. This is for you to now be true to you, because you are birthing a new age. You are, whether it's your children or whether you've got family, friends around you, they are going to start seeing how powerful that you are. And they're going to start coming to you for answers. They're going to start coming to you for clarification. It's time to move forward again. Yeah, this is what they want you to do. Maybe you've gone through quite some time. I mean, I've had 5 years where I have solely been working on myself, because, you know, from birth it's been quite a rough road, and, you know, I've entered into situations and I've forgiven and cared and loved other people and forgot about myself. So I've been trying to take these 5 years to learn. You know, I've had so much happen that's got me into doing this, that's got me into trusting my path. So yeah, they're saying these new lessons that are coming in are going to be for you to be protecting and trusting yourself, knowing that the divines be like your spirit guide. Yeah, because you are the oracle. You are going to start opening up. Like I said, light a candle for yourself each day. Create a new mantra. You know, I like, today is the day that I am having a peaceful day. You know, whatever it is that you feel is going to be to ignite your soul, they're asking you to take that time for you. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So yeah, again, like I said, you're the oracle. Have patience with yourself. You're now learning, or you have been learning, and now this is time for you to take to yourself to study, whatever that means to you. Studying is not meaning that you have to go to college. I mean, if you are in college, now this is where they want you to focus on that. Maybe it could be that you are learning, you know, that it's the trust and the wisdom that's coming through. So whatever, like I said, there's songs that could come through. You know, you could hear somebody talking as you're walking past, something gets mentioned in a film that you pick up on. It doesn't matter what it is to you that's personal to you, you will start to see patterns. You'll start to get synchronicities going where you will pick up on certain things that are being said. Now, this is where they're wanting you, like I said, to become the student of loving yourself, caring for yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that you can do? And start writing them down. So I was asked to create my own deck. I was asked because a lot of is personal. A lot is personal that you have learned over time. And you will, you know, they'll say to you, like, you know, go write down what you've just heard. So I've done that, and I've created my own deck over time. And it's guided me and helped me so much. It's given me so much strength in myself, knowing that it's okay to speak my truth now, because this is what I'm here to do now. Like I say, I've gone through so much that now I can help other people to maybe find their way, because it can be done when you have that faith and trust within yourself. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So yeah, so this is where they want you to sit now. Like one of the messages that's come through before is, you know, go on to Google and type in your first name and the meaning in spirituality, and you will maybe read up on, you know, what your name means. So you'll have kind of an idea as to what your purpose is. I go onto Google and type in my date of birth, and there's a lot there to do with, you know, why you're here. Maybe find out what your life path number is. So you've got obviously your date of birth. So say if you're born on the 11th of the 11th, 2011, you add each single digit up till you get to the end. And if it's double numbers, you add those together, and that's your life path number. So it's very important for you to understand why you're here, because everybody has a different purpose. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So this is now about what you expect. What do you feel that you want to bring in? Where do you feel? And if you don't know right now, that's okay. Like I say, if you can look up your numbers now, let your past go. The burdens of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set the burdens down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it, or you don't need it, and it's now gone. So each time that's coming up, like I say, because each time something comes up from your past, so why do I need to keep seeing this? And then understand why you went through what you went through. What did I gain from that? Because sometimes we can be very angry. I know I had parts where sometimes I could be very angry, and when I previously had a relationship with someone who was severely angry all the time, I started to learn that, you know, certain points of anger can be controlled if you choose to. I mean, there's breathing exercises, there's all sorts of things that we can do to understand our anger. And one of them is, one of the main things that I learned was to sit there and ask myself, why am I truly angry like this? And it could be something from growing up to anything that we've learned along the way. And it's okay to put that down now, because we've seen what anger does when we've seen it from others. And now it's not time to be angry with ourselves, now it's time to love ourselves. And I'm so grateful that if you got to the end of this video, that you're in. I hope that you got some clarity from this message. But like I said, the main message of all is that your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. And in this time, you are protected. You know, you're getting clarity and your visions are starting to come through. You know, it's time to move forward and try and be in the here and the now moment. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.